Hi guys, G.I. Joe here, and welcome back to my bunker here in Atlanta, Georgia. I've been getting a few comments and questions about some of my custom Navy, and I thought I would maybe shoot this video to show you guys kind of what I have and where I got some of these pieces. So let's start, I guess, with what's right before you here in the middle. You see right here, I have some custom U.S. battleships, of course, painted in that weathered green. And what we have here is the first one. This is from HBG. I think this is the Nevada class. And it's okay. It's a little small, as you can tell, compared to the other size battleships. And the detail is not as great, but you know, this is like a World War I battleship. And when you buy this, it comes in a set of 2, or maybe more than, no, maybe 5. And so like the Nevada and the USS Oklahoma that were both at Pearl Harbor are the same sculpt. So that's that from HBG. These next 4 battleships that you see here are from shapeways.com. This one right here is one of my favorites. It's the USS South Dakota. I love how it's kind of a little bit fatter. And the detail on this is pretty spectacular, especially with the weathered look. Polyurethane just really brings out the details in that. So that's kind of cool. This is the USS New Mexico. All right. Like I said, I got these all on Shapeways. And incidentally, when you buy these, they come in like pairs of 2. So I got 2 South Dakotas. I think they ran me $8 or $9 for the pair. I got 2 New Mexicos, again $9 for the pair. This is the North Carolina, I believe, or Iowa. Very, very cool. I like this sculpt a lot as well. 2 comes with that. And then this is the USS Missouri. So those are my Shapeways U.S. battleships. Now on the carriers, let's go over here just a little bit. On the carriers, I purchased this one, I think, independently. I think I paid $5 or so for this. This is the Independence, or maybe this came in a set of 2 as well. And these are all made by E-Bard, by the way. So the USS Independence, small light carrier. This is the Essex class. This comes in a pack of 3, and I went ahead and got those. I think these might have been $11 or $13 for a pack of 3, but it's great because, you know, it can be the Yorktown or the Yorktown version 2, the CV-10, or the Bunker Hill, you know, the Essex, of course. So a lot of options there. This comes in a set of 2, and this is the Lexington and the Saratoga. So I have 2 of these as well, 2 sculpts, Lexington and Saratoga. Of course, I have them magnetized. And then this is my USS Yorktown, CV-5, I believe. So you can see the Yorktown there. I don't know if this is. So that's those are my American U.S. ships. So let's go to the British over here, the UK. I have, just to show you, this is, well, this sculpt right here, this is the HMS Hood, and I got this actually from the 1941 game that ran like 17 bucks. And all of the Allied sculpt battleships are this. So both, I think the British, Soviet, and American are all the same sculpt. So that's the HMS Hood. That's from the 1941 game. This is the King George. This is from HBG, a very nice sculpt. Again, I think you can get packs of 5 for like $3 maybe. And you get 5 of these sculpts. They will kind of bend up on the ends a little bit, so you have to maybe drop them in warm or hot water to let them, you know, get more pliable so you can bend them back to flat. But that's the King George. And that's from HBG, by the way. This one here is, I think, the Renegade, HMS Renegade, and this is from Shapeways. Okay. And I think this is the out-of-box version of it, and you can see the difference in detail. So even though that's not a horrible sculpt right there, but that's just pretty sweet, just the detail on that. So you see the out-of-box version versus the Shapeways version. Again, I got 2 of these for, wait, did I get 2 of these? Yeah, I think I got 2 of these. I can't remember. I'll show you on Shapeways here in a minute. This is probably one of my favorites, the HMS Nelson class, which also the HMS Rodney would be the same sculpt. And I got 2 of these again, I think for $8 or $9 for the pair. Very nice. For my carriers, this is from HBG. Again, you get 5 of them for like $2.95 or $3. This is the Ark Royal from HBG. I really like this carrier sculpt, very detailed, a lot better than the out-of-box. I love that, all the windows and such. These 2 sculpts came from Shapeways, all right? We have the Illustrious class and the Implacable class. And these came 2 each. Like I got 2 of these and then 2 of these. So when you order them, they come in pairs for these carriers. And I gifted one of my other the other complement to these pairs to someone. So very nice sculpts, as you can see. All right, and just to show you where these are real quick before I go to the Axis. So, of course, you go to Shapeways. If you just go into the search window right here, just type in eBard, and it'll pull up his page, and you can just go through some different sculpts. But I'll show you, for instance, like here's the New Mexico class, American battleships. So right here, you can see what they look like. That's how they'll come. Kind of this white plastic, and then, of course, you have to prime them, paint them. And like I said, $9, and you can, of course, select. In this version, you can only select the smooth, fine detail, which I think is what you'll want to get all those cool little details that you see in the sculpts. So that is the Nelson. I'm not going to show you every single one of these on eBard, but I thought maybe I'd show you a couple. Here. Okay, here, well, let's go to the Japanese stuff here. And what I'll do is I'll show you, for $12, I ordered this set, the Shikaku, Zuikaku, and the Hiyo, the little escort carrier right here. So for $12, you get 3. So essentially they're about $4.50 a piece. And this is where I got those, and this is what they look like in person. So let's see here. Here is the, see? So you got the Shikaku, and then the matching one, Zuikaku, maybe that's it, Zuikaku, right? And then here's the little escort carrier, the Hiyo. So those are pretty sweet. And then the other carriers, I don't want to spend too much time trying to find this here, but, oops, sorry about that. They have the, where's the set of 4 Japanese carriers, which I bought. Of course, it'll take me forever. But if it's not on this page, I'll just continue on. All right, well, nevertheless. So let's go here. Well, by the way, you see there's the Lexington, by the way. $7, not cheap. But, it's not exactly a cheap hobby, right? So let me show you some of my Japanese battleships and such. So what we have here is, this is the set I just showed you. Well, except for this one. And all these four sets, these four came together. I think they were $16 for all four. And the cool thing is, this is the set that was that attacked Pearl Harbor and was at Midway. So you have the Kaga. These are all the shapeways, pretty sweet. You have the Kaga. You have the Akagi. Of course, the detail. Like, I don't even use my out-of-box Shinano carriers anymore. And then the Hiryu and the Soryu that were at Midway. And so those are my carriers. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What? I have 7 Japanese carriers, not including the Shinano that came out of box. So for battleships, of course, I have the out-of-box sculpts, but these are the ones that are my custom. This is the Nagato, and this is HBG. Again, you get 5 of them for like $3. But this is a really great sculpt. I really like this. And this is a piece also out of the 1941 game. That whole game is like $17. So this is the Conga sculpt, and this is all the Axis sculpts for their battleships. Congo, I said Congo, and this is the Shapeways version of the Congo. So as you can see, a lot more detail in the Shapeways. That's why the Shapeways is so cool, and especially when you drop polyurethane on here, and it just kind of seeps into those little cracks and crevices and really makes all the detail pop a little bit. But so I have 2 versions of the Congo. I got a couple others here I want to show you. Let me grab them off my board. This is also a this is the Issei, also from Shapeways. Will that focus here? I'm not sure. So here we have the Issei. All right. So those are that's my Japanese, and that's primarily where the bulk of my money was spent on Navy. I do have a couple other pieces that I'd like to show you. Of course, nothing for China or nothing for ANZAC, at least not custom. Nothing for France. But I do have a couple other here. Germany. I have I have the Bismarck, and I think the Scharnhorst, if I'm not mistaken. These are both from Shapeways. These are like a dark gray, so it's hard to see, but you can see the detail in these as opposed to the out-of-box. Let me grab the out-of-box battleship. Not that you don't know what it looks like, but just so you can see a side-to-side comparison. So, like, check this out. I mean, no contest, in my opinion. So, yeah, again, you get a pair of these for around $8 or $9. And so that's pretty cool. Very happy with those. And my Germans. And then for the Italians, I used Graf Zeppelin. Got this from HBG. And I painted one for my German carrier, which is sitting on the board over here. But it's the exact same sculpt. And this, I painted this for Italy. Of course, if you compare it to out-of-box, you can see the detail difference. And this is HBG, so this is a great sculpt. Again, you pay like $3 and you get 5 of these. So you can paint 2 of them for Italy, 2 of them for Germany, what have you. But you can see the difference. So that's pretty spectacular. And then these 2 ships are 2 of 3 Italian battleships that I got, and they are the Littorio and the Conte Maria, I believe. Both of these battleships were at Taranto, and incidentally, both sunk. If I'm not, or both, yeah, both sank. So again, great sculpts, and of course, if you compare it to the out-of-box, which is essentially the German sculpt, at least the one I have first edition. You can see the difference. So those are my Navy pieces. So let's go back over here and see if I can find a few more on Shapeways before I let you guys go. And yeah, it can be a little bit pricey, but oh, here's the Iowa class, by the way. Iowa class, which is the USS Missouri. That's this one right here. So you see what it looks like there. You see what it looks like painted up. Pretty sweet. And there's the illustrious British carrier. So I paid $6. I got one of those. Oh, but that's the wrong size, by the way. So I did not pay that. That's the wrong size. I had to click on the right size, which I think is 1/4000th, if I'm not mistaken. But it says, it'll tell you if it's an Axis and Allies compatible. Here's the Issei, but that's not the right size, so I didn't pay $9 for that one. But you'll just have to play around with this a little bit, and when you click on them, it'll let you know if it is like here's a South Dakota. Yeah, 1/4800. You get two of them, the South Dakota, and so that's where I got these. So they're great sculpts. I could not recommend them more highly. And like I said, even some of the HBG sculpts were just great. I mean, so much better options than the out-of-box version. So I think I may put in the link of the description a link to Shapeways, but I mean, all you have to do is just do shapeways.com, and in the box, or in the search window rather, just type in eBard and flip through his pages until you see, you know, some of these sculpts if you're interested. So anyways, I hope this is helpful. Hope this answers some of the questions that maybe some of you guys had about where I got some of my pieces. And if you want to see how I weathered them, I do have a weathering video where I showed you how I primed them, painted them, and how I dipped them in polyurethane to give it that kind of weathered look. So hope you enjoy, guys. Thanks for watching. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. Just found out a few minutes ago that I think I'm up to 281 subscribers, so we're approaching 300, which is exciting. So thanks to everyone who has already subscribed. And I think when we get to the 300 mark, I think we're going to do a pretty cool giveaway. So thanks again for watching, and if you haven't, hit subscribe. All right, see you next time, guys. Thanks.